United States champion. He is my husband, the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev!
Rusev Udria, Rusev Machka.
And it was Clash of Champions last month where Rusev lost his United States Championship to Roman Reigns. And tonight, Rusev looks to win back what he calls his United States title. Welcome to the sold-out TD Garden in Boston, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Michael Cole, joined by Byron Saxton and Corey Graves. Guys, Rusev steps inside Hell in a Cell for the first time in his career.
Rusev says he's ready. We're about to find out just how, because the big dog is hungry for his U.S. Championship.
It's going to be gut check time. It's going to be gut check time for Rusev, and it's going to be gut check time for Roman Reigns in this match.
International flair to this event tonight. Joining us at ringside, our Spanish colleagues, Carlos Cabrera and Marcelo Rodriguez.
Agradeciéndole a Michael Cole. 3 eventos estelares por sendos campeonatos dentro de la estructura impecable de la celda infernal.
Después de la celda, hombres y mujeres que nunca serán iguales. Mañana serán hombres y mujeres completamente diferentes.
And our German team, anchored by Carsten Schaefer and Sebastian Hackel.
Hallo liebe Stadion-Universum und herzlich willkommen zur Raw-Großveranstaltung Hell in a Cell. Hier im legendären TD Garden von Boston, Massachusetts.
For the first time in history, the United States Championship will be defended inside Hell in a Cell. Roman Reigns enters this structure for the second time in his career. Corey, is that an advantage for Roman tonight?
Absolutely. This match is as much mental as it is physical, and even that one opportunity to step inside gives Roman a slight edge.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match for the United States Championship. Making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Roman Reigns.
The Byron Rusev tonight is driven by revenge, especially after how personal this has become between these two men and Rusev's wife, Lana.
And that's the key right there. Rusev was embarrassed in front of his wife. Rusev is fueled by anger for Roman Reigns, and Rusev is fueled by the fact that he truly believes that United States Championship belongs to him.
Only one time in the history of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event has the United States Championship changed hands. That, of course, was not in a Hell in a Cell match. There's a man who's been a 3-time WWE World Champion, Royal Rumble winner, and the current United States Champion, Roman Reigns. Rusev is a 2-time United States Champion.
To your earlier point, Cole, Roman may have a slight advantage having been inside the cell before, but the destruction that Rusev has caused recently, he's been ballistic. I think if anyone can topple Roman Reigns, it might be Rusev tonight.
And you see the official locking the door. That's Chad Patton locking the door of the Hell in a Cell. Remember, the only way to win this match tonight and either retain or win the United States Championship is via pinfall or submission. Everything else goes inside the cell. And Reigns and Rusev start things off for the United States title. It was 1997 at the Bad Blood pay-per-view event where the very first Hell in a Cell match was held. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. The night where we would see the introduction of the Undertaker's brother Kane. And here's Roman Reigns looking for the upper hand early on in the matchup.
Remember, it was Reigns who wanted this. Rusev wanted another opportunity at the United States Championship. Roman said, let's do it inside Hell in a Cell.
Roman Reigns may rue that decision in the upcoming moments.
These two men have been battling for months. Very aggressive, very vicious battles as Reigns fires back with a right hand.
So much contempt, so much disdain and scorn between these two.
Rusev, first cover of the matchup and a kick out. And now Reigns sent outside the ring, and Rusev will be in pursuit. Extremely dangerous out there. Only a few feet separating the ring from the cell, and Roman Reigns blocks.
Which man's going to be able to utilize this cell as a weapon first?
And Rusev backing Reigns into the corner. Was so upset losing the United States Championship at Clash of Champions last month. Has not forgotten that night, has vowed to win the title back.
Oh, and Rusev had that United States Championship. He had developed a newfound aggression. Was able to hit the restart button on his career.
Oh, kick right to the rib cage.
Yeah, you heard that. Roman felt it. And now it's Rusev sent out of the ring. And wasting little time. Oh, now and Rusev, the first man of the matchup, to collide with the cell.
That's exactly why Rusev was rushing to get back in the ring in the first place, trying to avoid that collision.
Throughout history, Hell in a Cell has shortened careers. Just ask Raw General Manager Mick Foley.
Roman described it as such, said the cell's a nightmare, you just can't wake. The cell's a nightmare you can't wake up from.
It's almost 300 pounds of Rusev just being launched unceremoniously into that steel.
And Roman continues the attack. That's one of the things, Corey, in this type of matchup. Once you get the upper hand, you have to be relentless about the attack.
And relentless is exactly Roman Reigns' mindset. I actually spoke to him earlier. He said, it's funny, this all started about their wedding celebration. Tonight's going to look more like a wedding from Game of Thrones.
Roman has not been shy about just how much the United States Championship means to him, means to his family's legacy. And for that, it's become just as personal.
Oh, man. And the big dog's hunting tonight.
Rusev is stunned.
You know what? I got an idea. You don't want to get out of the way.
What Roman Reigns has in mind here.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's not going to be good for Rusev.
Smart strategy by Rusev. Desperation, raking the eyes of Roman Reigns.
And again, raking the eyes, legal in the matchup. No disqualifications, no countouts. Do as much damage as he can inside the cell. And Rusev driven shoulder first into the steps.
Rusev's body's pinned between the cell and the staircase. It's a bad, bad place
Again,
to be.
Listen.
There's Reigns looking for here. Oh boy.
Table time. And it's Rusev driving Reigns into the cell.
At least temporarily, Rusev saving himself from the destructive intentions of Roman Reigns.
Oh my goodness. Big splash. Sandwiching Reigns between himself and the cell. And the United States champion Reigns in trouble.
We spent so much time talking about how dangerous the cell is. How about two heavyweights crashing into the side of the cell? These two might damage the cell.
Yeah, and two heavyweights who can't stand each other.
Reigns bounced off the ring post. And now Rusev. We talk a lot, Corey, about just the bitterness in this man. Disdain that Rusev has for Roman Reigns.
There's no better place on the planet to let it out than inside this cell. Rusev is free to do as he pleases to the United States champion.
Just like a well-placed kick to the back of the neck. And Rusev looks to continue to inflict damage. And bounced off the ring post, Roman Reigns. And we caught just a look at it a moment ago, but Rusev's arm has been lacerated in this matchup. Here's the cover by Rusev and a kick out. And this is where we think Rusev hurt his arm.
See Rusev crashing into the steel. That mesh will tear flesh apart.
Tell you what, that laceration, though, may have been a blessing in disguise for Rusev, because now he's been able to control the tempo of this match ever since. Maybe sort of a wake-up call.
I wouldn't say anything that occurs inside that cell is a blessing, Saxton.
Oh, for Rusev.
Cell is 20 feet tall and weighs 5 tons. Engulfing the ring as Roman Reigns tries to get back into this. Reversal whip into the corner. Shoulder first goes Reigns. Rusev looking to win the championship. Hooks the leg. Can he do it here? And a power out by Reigns. Only a 1 count.
Saw the impact with which Reigns crashed into the top turnbuckle. Might have damaged his shoulder, separated it.
It seems like, Corey, the pace of this match will favor Rusev right now as we take another look. Boom! That's what Corey was talking about. Shoulder right into the turnbuckle.
It could certainly affect the offense of Roman as this match goes on, particularly trying to deliver that spear.
Rusev determined right now. Absolutely methodical.
Yeah. Except Roman Reigns sidesteps. Reigns buys himself a little bit of time, and hip toss by Rusev. And the 300 counter went for the headbutt, and Roman rolled out of the way.
Quick reaction time from Reigns now buys him a little window of recovery.
If you're both of these superstars, you have to ask yourself, at what point does it stop being about the United States champion and start being about unleashing contempt on your opponent?
I think that's where Rusev is at.
I think we're getting that from Reigns at the moment.
And Roman, clotheslines in the corner. He's got Rusev pinned. And Roman building momentum with a boot to the face. And the United States champion is starting to feel it.
That is bad news for Rusev. Uh-oh, lock and load.
And Rusev, he felt it coming. He turned around and he decided it's best to move out of harm's way. But Roman Reigns is going to continue the pursuit.
When you're inside the cell, is there any such thing as out of harm's way?
Oh, man, he went for the drive-by, and Reigns caught him with a clothesline to the chest.
Looks like Rusev was playing possum there for a moment. Suckered Reigns in.
And these men know each other so well. So many battles as Reigns has been driven into the steps. Shoulder first. He's felt that on a number of occasions at the hands of Rusev. Not much room there in the corner of the cell. Roman surrounded by steel. Now Roman drives Reigns. I should say Rusev drives Reigns into the side of the cell.
And again, impacting the shoulder of Roman Reigns.
Oh, no, we know what Rusev's capable of with those stairs in his hands.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. It's been really a story of this rivalry. And Rusev with those steel stairs. Oh, the face of Reigns, and that drops the champion. The Bulgarian Brute living up to his nickname.
Roman Reigns may leave the cell with a diamond plate tattoo on his head.
Again. And Reigns driven down yet again. The impact of the steps.
Rusev almost as if he's surveying the carcass of his damaged prey.
Remember what Rusev did with those steps to Reigns a few weeks ago? He had Roman Reigns on the steel steps with the accolade locked in. Can Rusev do that tonight and get Reigns to tap out and win the championship? That may be what Roman has in mind.
What is
Or not.
What the? Rusev putting those steel steps on the top rope.
Oh my goodness, this could be devastating for Roman. Rusev looking to drive Reigns face first into the steps, but Roman able to block. And again able to block.
Reigns is able to hit that panic button. He knew what Rusev had in mind.
And Rusev driven over the top ropes. Wicked clothesline by Roman.
Reigns trying to get the feeling back in his right arm.
Oh! Just imagine the welts and the bruises.
You don't have to imagine it. Look at Roman Reigns. His right arm is barely functional. Trying to get the feeling back into it just to finish the competition.
And again, look at this. Oh, man. Right off that. The support post. Shoulder first went Rusev. And now Rusev, oh no, he looks to launch Roman Reigns. Now Roman right into the cell.
And Rusev right now is just trying to systematically dismantle the United States champion.
Yeah, this is the pace I believe Corey Rusev wants this match at.
Rusev has to be careful not to spend too much time just inflicting punishment like this. Ramrodding the United States champion skull first into the steel, and Rusev is bringing out the lumber.
Looks like, Rusev opting for the kendo stick. Rusev took too much time.
And Roman's got kendo stick in hand. Ooh. Oh, man.
Reigns just striking at will.
Like Roman Reigns trying to chop down a redwood tree.
Gosh.
Well, he did. Rusev's screaming in agony.
And it's all legal.
You can hear that echo. And Roman Reigns now in control, defending his United States Championship inside Hell in a Cell momentarily, though. And Rusev used the ropes to his advantage.
Great ring awareness.
Unique low blow.
Rusev trying to...
Oh, no, he's locking Reigns up. He's got Roman caught.
Oh, no.
Roman's helpless. Roman is helpless, and Rusev's got the kendo stick.
This is going to be bad.
Roman can't defend himself.
This is going to shatter Roman's ribs.
Rusev unloading on the champion. All legal. The referee can't do anything. He can't help Reigns get out of those ropes. And Rusev could be closing in on his third United States Championship.
Well, you better believe that's what Rusev is thinking.
Reigns!
How did Reigns break out?
Exploding out of the ropes. Covered by the champion. Near fall. Kick out by Rusev.
Take a look at this. The Bulgarian brute, full head of steam, right into a massive Roman Reigns lariat.
Yeah, Rusev was not expecting that. Reigns hit him from out of nowhere.
Was that the last-ditch bit of energy that Reigns had to expend in this match? See him still favoring the ribs after all those kendo shots.
Both of these gladiators have given it their all for the right to be the United States champion. Who can make it to their feet first?
Critical point in the matchup. Looking for the advantage. Challenger Rusev, champion Reigns.
Both these men just trading hard, vicious shots.
Just total disdain for each other.
Rapid fire from the Bulgarian brute. The big dog's gonna feel like he's trading paws with a Bengal tiger right now.
Oh,
And Reigns was looking for the Samoan drop. Dropped him all right into a right hand. Went for the Superman punch. Rusev countered. Drives him into the corner. There he goes. He got him that time. Superman punch by Reigns. Inside leg hook to retain the title. Kick out at 2. Watch this sequence here as Roman Reigns with a big Superman punch.
all part of that explosive offense. that Reigns has been so successful with.
Yeah, but Rusev was still able to stay alive, kicking out off the Superman punch.
No such thing as air brakes, or else Rusev would have used them. Now you see the expression on Reigns, like, I got him. I got Rusev right where I want him.
Rusev, he knows where he's at.
Yeah, but Roman does.
Spear ran into a kick. Oh, head first. Goodness, steps for the championship to crown a new champion, and Roman Reigns kicks out.
Just when you, Byron, and the entire WWE Universe thought Roman Reigns had Rusev where he wanted him, Rusev turns the tides and launches the big dog skull first into the stairs.
Yeah, but look at Rusev. Rusev thought he had Reigns beat.
Yeah, Roman Reigns was still able to kick out. Watch this. The impact right in the steps out of the ring, but Roman Reigns still able to kick out before a count of three.
Yeah, but it could be just instinct as Rusev's looking to finish the deed.
Uh-oh. Reigns is on his stomach. You know what that means.
Rusev looking to crush Roman Reigns. Foot to the spine. Accolade time. Submission maneuver. Is Reigns going to tap out with his United States Championship up for grabs? The accolade is in deep. Reigns has got nowhere to go. Rusev with all his weight.
Squeezing and wrenching back.
He's got his weight planted in the small of the back of Roman Reigns. He's got this locked in, Corey. Reigns has got nowhere to go.
Look at the extension of Roman Reigns' shoulders. His shoulders are about to burst through the sockets. But he can't still be.
Reigns is still fighting. Reigns is still...
He's trying to fight to the bottom rope, but the situation here is not going to matter. Ropes can't break in Hell in a Cell.
Rusev right back.
For the Roman Reigns. Oh, man.
Lights out.
Kick right on the temple.
Reigns thought he escaped danger. Rusev cut him off in his tracks.
Rusev, the super athlete, so deceptively agile.
Got him that time. Superman punch by Reigns. Inside leg hook to retain the title. Kick out at two. Watch this sequence here as Roman Reigns with a big Superman punch.
All part of that explosive offense that Reigns has been so successful with.
Yeah, but Rusev was still able to stay alive, kicking out off the Superman punch.
No such thing as air brakes, or else Rusev would have used them. Now you see the expression on Reigns, like, I got him. I got Rusev right where I want him.
Rusev, he knows where he's at.
Yeah, but Roman does.
Spear ran into a kick. Oh, head first. Goodness, steps for the championship to crown a new champion, and Roman Reigns kicks out.
Just when you, Byron, and the entire WWE Universe thought Roman Reigns had Rusev where he wanted him, Rusev turns the tides and launches the big dog skull first into the stairs.
Yeah, but look at Rusev. Rusev thought he had Reigns beat.
Yeah, Roman Reigns was still able to kick out. Watch this. The impact right in the steps out of the ring, but Roman Reigns still able to kick out before a count of three.
Yeah, but it could be just instinct as Rusev's looking to finish the deed.
Uh-oh. Reigns is on his stomach. You know what that means.
Rusev looking to crush Roman Reigns. Foot to the spine. Accolade time. Submission maneuver. Is Reigns going to tap out with his United States Championship up for grabs? The accolade is in deep. Reigns has got nowhere to go. Rusev with all his weight.
Squeezing and wrenching back.
He's got his weight planted in the small of the back of Roman Reigns. He's got this locked in, Corey. Reigns has got nowhere to go.
Look at the extension of Roman Reigns' shoulders. His shoulders are about to burst through the sockets. But He can't still be.
Reigns is still fighting. Reigns is still.
He's trying to fight to the bottom rope, but the situation here is not going to matter. Ropes can't break in Hell in a Cell.
Rusev right back.
Roman Reigns. Oh, man.
Lights out.
Kick right on the temple.
Reigns thought he escaped danger. Rusev cut him off in his tracks.
Rusev, the super athlete, so deceptively agile. A big boot right to the temple of the United States champion. Roman Reigns may start to rue the decision to ask for this match inside Hell in a Cell, because that chain is perfectly legal.
And maybe Rusev's ticket to the United States Championship.
Rusev is like a shark smelling blood.
Measuring. Oh, and caught him with a right. The chain went flying. Roman Reigns unloading on Rusev.
Where's Roman getting this energy burst from?
Second win for Reigns. He's the champion. Rusev's got the chain again. Right to the midsection. Now the back. Dangerous situation for the champion. With Rusev with that chain in hand.
The weight from that chain could crack a rib, could fracture a vertebrae.
We've seen Rusev utilize the steel steps, a kendo stick, and now that chain.
What does Rusev plan to do now?
Speaking of the steel steps.
And Rusev again going to bring the steel steps into play. Roman Reigns has just been beaten with a chain.
After the mauling we've seen from the Bulgarian Brute, Roman Reigns has got to be running on instinct alone.
Yeah, well, instinct alone is helping Rusev here. Right hand, then a headbutt. And now Roman Reigns fighting back. Bounced off the steps, though, by the Bulgarian Brute. Oh, shoulder first into the steps. The assault continues to win the United States Championship. Take out again by Reigns.
Still in it. Reigns is still in this match.
Take another look at this. Reigns, shoulder first, bang! Into that kick right on the jaw.
And how does Roman Reigns continue to survive?
All these high-impact blows that Rusev has been able to deliver to Roman Reigns, who, well, look at Reigns, he's lifeless.
But I'll tell you what, Roman Reigns at this point has got to be thinking, Rusev's not just going to end my United States Championship reign, he may end my career.
On the steps. Now Rusev looking for the accolade again on the steel steps, and this time gonna legally use the chain.
Cold steel tearing away at the jaw of Roman Reigns. The accolade locked in.
Reigns is gonna have to tap. What else can he do?
This is the epitome of barbaric by Rusev.
He might not tap, but he may pass out. The Bulgarian Brute. Oh, look at the position of Roman's body.
Maybe time for Roman to swallow his pride before Rusev makes him swallow his chain.
Reigns is trying to hold on as much as he can.
Reigns is gonna tap.
How much does Roman Reigns have left? Rusev with the accolade. Locked in good. Roman Reigns trying to somehow fight back.
Wait.
Roman showing the signs of life.
No way.
He's got Rusev up on his shoulders. Oh, a drop out of the steps. How did Reigns pull that off?
Divine intervention? I have no idea. He delivered an earth-shattering Samoan drop to the Bulgarian Brute.
There is something in the spirit of Roman Reigns right now that is just driving him to do anything to survive.
Yeah, but again, it's Rusev back to his feet first. Steel step, still favoring the lower back after the Samoan drop. And now Roman Reigns, spear! Off the steps, cover! Roman Reigns retains the United States title!
Here is your winner and still the United States champion, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns wins his second Hell in a Cell match. He retains the United States Championship tonight. But what a brutal match, Corey, that lived up to the billing.
Yeah, Roman Reigns paid for it. The physical toll taken on both of these superstars was next level.
And we said before this match it was going to be a gut check. We were going to find out how far Roman Reigns and Rusev were willing to go. And we got a taste right here. Rusev thought he had Roman Reigns beat. Rusev thought he was going to be the new United States champion.
But Roman Reigns stayed in it. And now with the accolade and the chain involved, we thought this was it for Reigns.
This was completely barbaric. Somehow, someway, Reigns was able to survive, encountering to watch this spine-shattering Samoan drop.
And then as Rusev made it back to his feet, Roman Reigns would deliver a wicked spear off the steps.
And one more time, look at this. Catching Rusev up those steel steps and driving him down to maintain his stranglehold on the WWE United States Championship.
The first of our 3 main events tonight sees Roman Reigns retain his United States